Hey guys, it's Harden coming at you with another game of Total War 3 Kingdoms. Lulu is smiling here. We're a couple of points away from becoming king. And what we're going to do now is annex Liu Bei, who is our vassal. By doing this, we will become the Emperor. Now, this is going to make us look treacherous and stuff. And it's going to make a lot of people upset with us. However, look at our duchy now. Our power increases. We are the first to declare ourselves. I don't know to what degree we need any more spies, but you know, admin's good, assignment's good. Oh, this increases our character experience. Oh, when you get to the maximum one. Oh, when we get to the maximum one here, it gives you big satisfaction wide, and then, yeah, so we go to 8 there. That's definitely where we go. And then here, this will also get to 7. So I didn't actually look at the middle one, so there's a breakpoint where you get better passives. But I noticed there, so negative 15% upkeep for all of our units. That's going to be excellent.
Once you have proclaimed yourself emperor, others will oppose your claim by doing the same.
Which is actually really nutty now that we've got a lot of those sort of benefits. So Yuan Shao abdicates, Sun Shi is emperor. I'm not reading any of this. So yesterday we did part of this turn, and then so the Han Empire restore. Yuan Shao steps down. We get these guys now. Because I leveled up differently this time, we actually get dramatically more money per turn, but we still first of all need to get rid of all of the G militia. That's going to take a second, because no matter what else happens, we don't need them. And this strategist is charismatic, vigilant, disciplinarian, and yeah, we don't need to really worry about them. We will just give them a non-retinue, no, one archer militia, you know, for fire and arrow if necessary. And recall them. We don't need this army here, right? Yeah, because there's just like
speak quickly.
Minor bandits and stuff here.
Our patience is
and peaceful folk there. So we need to worry about Kong Rong here. Not that we're worried about him, but he's gonna be mad at us. Yeah, a little bit. But we're gonna need an army to protect the capital, which we have wisely moved on wise advice up here to a nice safe place. So Mati is our vassal, but that's only gonna last so long, right? Of course, he's running over these lands to the north for the looters, so we'll have a bit of the land. But you know, if we just have like a holding force here in the event that he moves in, that'll give us enough time and notice. And, you know, if he ever betrays us, we'll deal with that too. So we're just going to keep on disbanding the G Militia, the worst unit in the game. It actually probably is the worst unit in the game. We don't need a retinue of mounted saber militia here. Ye archers we will definitely leave. They're a good unit. Good long range.
How may I serve?
Hung Yong, and he's got stifling dangers, wisdom of the rivers, charitable, tolerant kind. You know, it's all fine, good for him.
how may I serve?
But now, that's right. So now we have Protectors of Heaven, Defenders of Earth, and of course, the Protectors of Heaven are the premier infantry unit that we've got access to. We don't have Turtle. We don't have Turtle. Alright. They don't have Turtle. Maybe... Oh, yeah, because they're glaives. That's right. Well, at least we've got Spear Guard here. Well, anyway, Wei Yan is good. We need to do a couple of things. We need to keep on getting rid of this militia. Actually, by the time we get rid of the militia and, like, the unnecessary cavalry, we're going to keep the Jin Sword Guard cavalry. They're fine. we will be like revenue neutral. That won't last, right? We're not going to be able to just hang out. A lot of people are going to be very upset about how much land we just got, and about how handsome we are, about the length of our respectable beards and all of that. They're going to be very, very upset about it, and we're going to have to react, you know, to their feelings appropriately. But getting rid of all of these trash house G militia, you pay 100 for them, couldn't be me. I mean, when you start the game, you get them because you're like, yeah, spears, fine. Wrong. Wrong. One Protector of Earth is worth like 6 G militia. And then, you know, we'll have cheaper retinues in the event that we want to resummon them somewhere. These, we don't need so much in infantry. They're like a cute thing for an army, but, you know, you don't need them. Spear guards being in the retinue is fine. Because really what we want in retinues now is the ability... to call them out quickly in order to deal with like rebellions or small incursions, or to defend against, you know, people that come in that weren't really thinking about what they were going to do there. We need to downgrade Tanjin here, because that's like a level 10 city, and we'll be sapping away our food. But alright, what we've got to do now, we need some defenders in the north. We don't really. We could get just basically anyone to sit up here and defend. Trying to... so we already have the building... The one that we have doesn't give us... the one that we have doesn't give us any garrison because it's the special patrol building from the other faction. So if I want to be able to keep that... you know, I don't think so. I think we'll convert it over to a good garrison building where we get... I guess maybe we can go to the White Horse Fellows thing. So we go to patrol barracks to go up this way. Because as cool as some of these effects are for those recruits, really we want a garrison here because this is going to be where a war happens. This front right here. Because we don't want to fight here, which means we're going to have to. That's the rule of war, right? If you don't want to brawl, they're going to make you. And... alright, so if we make Wei Yan go up here... he's like a really good fighter, though. Is that what we want to spend somebody like him on? I don't think so.
Please enter and be at peace.
But, so we'll have Liu Bei, like, we were going to recruit him at Chen, but now I'm thinking, like, up here at Dong might be even better. So Dongping, we have this mine. But no, we could just recruit right here and then fight Kong Rong. We could do that with the secondary army, though. Liu Bei should be... Alright. Who hates us the most? The Kingdom of Wu, the Han Empire, and these guys. So, you know, a lot of people hate us. We're going to need a strong army to the south to fight Wu. That army probably should be Liu Bei, because there's at least some people here in the way of the Han Empire. We can have Liu Bei go deal with all that.
Liu Bei
Yeah.
answers.
So we recall this army out.
Greetings, my lord.
My lord, how can I serve? Remain honest. I am at your disposal, my lord.
The thing about doing all this, though, is like I feel like if our armies are off of the map for too long, it's going to, you know, send a message to our enemies that we don't want them to have, which is that we're weak. But you know, if they want to brawl, we'll brawl, right? And we're just bringing out our army of heavy hitters, yeah. Now that the G infantry can finally be swapped to the Protectors of Heaven. Oh yeah, and we get access to heavy cataphracts, as well as Defenders of Earth, which are like... They can do like 1,000,000 damage. Why don't we... Why don't we get like one of them, right? And two, I don't really believe in the crossbows. Another Treb? I mean, yeah, because trebuchets are really good at beating down Protectors of Heaven, and now we're going to get, you know, like a proper full stack army here for Liu Bei. You know, it'll be real expensive. It'll be so expensive, and we won't need it, but we're about to, like, go and crack some heads, so I want it. And then... we'll want him, because we're going to make, like, a couple armies, like, for frontier stuff. And Wei Yan... it's just going to march on over that way. We'll see what happens. All right, we need to finagle the court so that people don't run away. Jingyang can be the Minister of Finance. It's funny. All right, Grand Exley works with Dan Wei will become the Minister of the Guards. Oh, whoops. Well, we shouldn't run out of people here. All right, so I'm like, man, we I was like, our satisfaction. I was meant to do Liu Bei here, but like with them being in cooldown, they can't do it. We can make Lady Mi. We can give her, you know, something. We were wanting to give some of these to people, but yeah, well, hopefully that'll have stabilized it enough for one turn. So we have a lot of people that would like to get into an army. We're just going to take our big army and go fight Wu, I think. I think we're just going to walk right up and say, hey, what do you think you're doing? We'll take their emperor's seat, because it's right there, right? So if we just get this army, charge down and take Jindu, take Shijin here, just take their city, and what do they have? Just a little bit of stuff. And then from there, we can focus all of our attention to the Pretender here, because all we got to do is hold down our fort. Which, you know, even if Mati Ma Ting is no longer with us. He's been eliminated. And Ma Chao as well. So all we've got to do is make it work for a little while. We'll stop for one turn here. So we're revenue positive, but just barely, right? It's just barely. We're in... Just trying to figure out if there's any buildings that are just bad. No. But at least we've got like a garrison here, right? That's good. But, you know, we'll get an army. Liu Bei will immediately come in here and crack Wu. That's the plan there. We'll get Liu Bei and recruit him like up here, and then holding force over in that direction. And you know, we've got 100k, which is enough money for a little while, and we don't need it to be forever because this Liu Bei army can beat so many things. And Camp Crushers will actually show up pretty well against Protectors of Heaven, but maybe not. Okay, yeah, so these swing twice as much. Like, yeah, they got a really high melee attack rate. You know, I don't know. We'll see, maybe these Camp Crushers ought to be Defenders of Heaven. I mean, so what are... It's barely any more money. What are we getting? We're getting a unit that doesn't have splash attacks, but is otherwise more evasive, punchier. It loses AP damage. Well, why don't we get... We'll carry on to one of them, right? We don't need these mounted Saber militia. Yeah, like, because this army needs to run in and go. And with momentum, though, we can really push in. And they're not going to have time to make their armies better. They've got their Emperor troops, you know, but they've just accessed them right now. So did we. But let's see which of us can make the most of that, right? Because we're going to expect that Kong Rong is going to be upset with us, but he's very far flung. He's in an awkward position compared to where his base of power is. He's got some vulnerable lands that are all the way over here. Now that might make him think, hey, I want to fight, but it also makes it very, very difficult for him to defend his place of power. Somebody declared war on me. Did I read that properly? Shiji. Shimoka. Let's see. So we're at war with some of these minor folks.
This will be short.
Alright, so he's very far off from wanting to abdicate. That
Why
makes
must
sense.
we speak?
You know, but we might be able to convince them with if they have enough problems, they might be convinced. Alright. And then we're going to build this, which is going to be our tribal horse thing. This is the great thing. This will be, you know, better upkeep faction-wide. This will be a big garrison of punchy stuff that will make it even easier to defend. And Wei Yan moves up in this direction to defend here. Now is the time for action, right? We've gotta make it work here. The Blues army is almost entirely ready to roll. They are 10% out of full health. We can be at their capital in 4 days. Do we need to be full strength when we get there? Nah, 10%'s fine. A whole day for that? Yeah, I mean... Like, how does one even cross this river? Right there? Cool. Yeah, because we're just going to straight walk through these people's lands. We're going to walk across the river. The march won't get me there, which is too bad. Alright, so... now we want to get our forces arrayed. Here at Dong, the road goes through the mountains. No, I think that's just the division of the things. I'm like, there is no road. Because the road looks sort of similar to this. Wu first, yes. I figured we would beeline with Liu Bu. You know, we got his army stacked, right? We got the glaives in. You know, they're 10% off of full, but I figured, you know, who dares wins. We charge in here. We just go in and snag the Emperor's seat, just like right out from under him immediately. Then their legs cut out. They're not going to be able to get those good troops. They're all right here in the world anyway. They have nowhere to go to get to me except through me, Liu Bu. And I figure we can get them to abdicate without too much trouble. And then we're just going to start setting up our other alternate armies up here, you know, without getting them too strong. Just strong enough to get things done. So obviously we got to get my man Liu Bei out here. Equally obviously, Guan Yu needs to accompany him. Once you take the seat, they can't abdicate anymore. Oh, I see. Well, you know. We'll probably just take it anyway. And confederate them normally. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Because, you know, we'll just crush them, you know. They'll be in their lands on the wrong side of the river from where I am. And here... I guess he and Junyu don't get along, which makes sense, but that doesn't matter because he has Brilliant. So we're going to grab Guan Yu here so that we've got some of the brothers around.
Realize your faults and correct them.
Oh, he's on assignment. Oh no. Well, okay, he's not going to join up. Whoops. Okay. Well, let's look in the character list real quick. Which one of these is any good? Alright, none of these are brilliant. And I don't really want to give this guy an army because I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I am going to take away his nice horse, though. Oh yeah, the court. This time I accidentally disbanded Liu Bei before we did the thing, so we weren't able to do this. But with Liu Chong in there, we ended up being close enough to do it anyway. Alright, so... we don't need him in this post anymore, right? We can make him... because that's like a thing where you get the cool bonuses, yeah. Probably ought to just fire him. Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna betray me, right? I mean, look, you don't want to just look at a guy and think this, but look at him. He's called the Blade in the Dark. He hates our faction. Yeah. We'll release him from service. Zhongfei, Minister of Coach. So for the Grand Tutor, that's like another Prime Minister effect, right? Where some of these people have -2 construction faction-wide. That's actually kind of cool, isn't it? Well, we're not going to worry about it, though. So if we put Lady Me in there, then... that'll be 8 satisfaction wide and then 10 satisfaction for all characters. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just do that. She can tutor everybody. And now we'll have huge satisfaction boost and everyone will be happy. Yeah? Yeah. Like, how happy is she right now? She is currently at 100 because of this gambit. So all of those things working out gets her at 100, which is what we wanted, right? We wanted to try to make her love us in spite of her probable status as a probable spy. You know, she's not definitely a spy. She's just probably a spy. 2 years. Nice.
My troops need rest.
And we're just gonna put Wei on here, and I guess park him. It doesn't seem great, but after we see what's going on for a second, we can figure it out. I mean, we're not negative right now, but Liu Bei's army, that's right, we needed to get him a strategist. We needed to choose a strategist because the other one was away. Diao Chan? Why not?
Conserve
Well.
spirit.
So a couple trebs, we'll get a Defender Earth. I want to believe in them, you know. I feel like they could do all right. 3 trebs, Defender Earth, and then a couple of Fire Archers. No, we've got too many Yi Archers there. She doesn't need the militia.
I am at your disposal, my lord.
As I walk this
You know, we
land,
could have got like a
homes
Juggernaut
and
in here,
I see China's
but you know, because we could actually just Spear Guard, 4 Spear Guard, and then she can get like 2 Juggernauts, like as is tradition. You know, have one proper army that'll have, you know, 3 trebs and stuff, because I still want, you know, to get them in close. Yes. Beautiful, is it not? And Jian Sword Guards, because, yeah, they're, well, actually, seems like the Saber Cavalry are better. The Jian Sword Guards have more AP damage, but less charge, less attacks per minute, less morale. And they have melee evasion, 10% more. Okay, well, is slightly better defensive stats for a worse charge better? No, because what we want is the sabers, you know, yeah. And 7 more morale is fine, you know, we'll just fill up Liu Bei's thing there. We can swap these spear guards for another one. And now we're negative 3k, but we've got 2 real armies.
I am here to serve.
I'm like, you know, this army should have more Protectors of Heaven, but it's fine. Saber Cavalry off the tech tree. I see. Well, that does make sense then. Like, we don't need to give him that job because, well, we don't need to give anybody any job because none of them are unhappy. We're gonna make Wei Yan the administrator of of this place he's hanging out in. You know, he's already there, so I don't think that's actually practical. But you know, it's where he is, so we're gonna say that he's in charge of it. Speaking of administrators, we're gonna make Guan Yu the administrator of the capital. Unless somebody else already is. And give Zhao Yun the administrator here of... We could do it here, because that would be the north here, and that's fine, right? But Inlong is better. No, we already did one there. Yeah, we should get one here for this huge city. And General Sentinels are best administrators because they reduce construction costs. Oh, okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, I finally noticed that at certain breakpoints on the you leveled up your faction list, you got new abilities. So we took the negative 15% thing for the armies, which is why we're in a much better position here. You know, not a better position. We've only got 2 armies, and we're still negative. But, well, one of the armies is this one. And if we just get a couple other things, because we don't, you know, I keep on saying it, but it's true. We don't really have to defend very much, do we? I'm not, like, emotionally attached to anything in here. And, you know, we've got our army, we've got our leader. We've got Chen Gong upon his elephant.
You do not deserve the title of Emperor.
And Kong Rong has declared war on us. Well, fortunately, we're not ready. No, we'll be fine. After all, he's just in here doing this stuff. We can send Wei Yan over to deal with Kong Rong's forces on this side. We'll be fine. Zhao Yun is not currently in an army, so... They are, you know, the battle lines are getting drawn. Kong Rong's there. Wei Yan here can just swing on down. You know, if only he'd stayed over here. Alright, so for this army... Yeah, I mean, I guess we could just, like, never should have come here and, like, get Zhao Yun here, and then we'll have, like... We'll have the punch, we'll have the duelist... And then we can have... Well, we would want... Because this guy's really good, right? But we don't want... We've got to have a strategist, otherwise, you know, you don't have trebuchets, and then you got to, like, actually play the game. This lady's got Yi archers, so that'll be good. And then... Yeah.
Serve peace.
So at least we have big replenishment bonuses. Spear guards to support the Juggernaut. There. Do we need, like, any saber cavalry? No. Oh, he can't even recruit them. We can get the medium cav, though. And they come in at 200. But the Flying Riders are better. We'll just get, like, 2 of these. And that'll put us, you know, negative, but, you know, fine. And then...
Your arrival is welcome, my lord.
Do we just get, like, some crummy archer militia? I mean, yeah, they won't hurt anything. So we've got other Yi archers here, you know, we've got a great fighter. who we can, you know, we could give him the Red Sisters here. That would really punch up what's going on that direction. But I mean, we could also give it to this guy. Nah, you know, this army's strong enough already, and this army is a little weaker, so we'll give Zhao Yun the we'll give him the good stuff here. Give him fatigue immunity. I don't know if he naturally is, so now he's got it. And we'll give him a better horse. Like the rest of the Liu Bei is already in Longa. Yeah, you know, I did recruit him up there specifically because I was like, I bet they're gonna act wild on me, right? And then, you know, one turn recruitment, lo and behold. But of course, I was also thinking, we did disband all of those armies, and not only just, like, getting rid of the G militia, you know, we largely disbanded a lot of them, so that would have tanked our military strength, making us appear weak on that first turn where everybody's trying to make sense of the shakeup. But I think we should be okay here. Not least because, as I keep saying, mainly to tell myself, the money's fine. Lu Bu is going to get, like, 4,000 gold every time he wins a fight, which is going to be often. The only question is, do I start up here and loop down, or do we just take the city by surprise? I mean, that's not really a question, is it? We take the city by surprise. Do we march? Yes.
Gather your strength.
You know, he might suspect we're here for a purpose, but by the time he says anything about it, too late. That's what he gets. You know, because we said we were emperor, and then, like, he just said he was the emperor too. Like, that's really rude, right? Right? Like, how... He didn't even give us, like, a day to act cool about it. Alright, Tenacity of Steel... Probably. Do we take this for the resolve first? Well, no, because... Well, this is 2 more turns if we go up this way. Guerrilla deployment would be good. It's not treachery for doing it to Rebel. Exactly. Yeah, I think we don't have the time to worry about the long run, so we're just going to go here for Tenacity of Steel. That'll make him an even better fighter. I mean, he's a fine fighter now, but it'll make him an even better fighter. Give her this bow. Yeah, you know, this army needs what it can get, right? No, I mean, we might...
Welcome, my lord.
Yeah, because we don't have to go into this bare bones, right? It's okay to just say we're gonna get, you know, a couple more cav. We're gonna get another protector, you know, a couple of protectors of earth for it. It's all right, yeah, because yeah, it's just like another 1,000, and now we've got 3 strong armies that each have wonderful duelists in them, and of course, Jiao Chun, the deadly beauty, can run around. She doesn't have a good sword yet. That's actually a real crying shame. We'll have to get her one eventually, before too long. We'll give her a better horse. Alright. So, we don't need to wait here. We just need to take... Alright, so... His capital's right here behind... I don't know what he was doing, so we're just going to move up here. Because we know where his armies are, right? His armies are, like, all over here. He's like trying to... Kong Rong himself is over here. And this army's here. The man can't have more than 3 or 4 armies. And he thinks that I care about this. I mean, look, just take the other passes. See what I do about it. Take Luoyang. See what I do. Can I vassalize anyone? Oh, yes, let's look. I am very treacherous right now, so... Is that by, like, making them join the Empire now? So this one's at -50 and this one's at -47. It doesn't look like anybody wants to be my friend. Empires. Oh, it's like alliances, only they don't get to vote. Right. Alright, so here we move up just to carve it up, right? Because we want to, yeah, we want to go here, take Bahia, and then we can loop around here. It's the city that we want to take.
Attack with heaven.
And there's no reason for us to do this. Oh, we don't even have night battle in this army yet. Well, you know, there's no reason for us to do this except
harmony behind
that now we'll get to look at them talk. Oh, isn't it wonderful? You know, maybe...
Do not disappoint me, friend.
Maybe Liu Bei should have married Yao Chen too. I mean, the dude only had like 19 wives.
Yet we must march.
Are you finished?
I mean, I know she's not real.
Very well.
But, are you finished? Very well. Rude. Rude. Oh, doesn't it just warm your heart, Luke? Look. The Juggernaut Turtle. You know, is it necessary? No. Is it going to be great? Yes. Because here we see the value of strategy, you know. And hey, the Trebuchet's got to level up someday, right? They are all starting at level 5. I guess we've got like some stacking recruitment bonuses and stuff that end up, you know, because this army was just born and it's already, you know, semi-elite.
The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
Head, make haste. Hurry, quick march.
Several characters with this skill for recruit rank and prime minister precision. You know, it's like they have like 9 things. I only look at like 2 of them. I'm like, a bunch of satisfaction. Good, I'll take that. Yeah, I mean, level 5 Trebs, yeah. I mean, can't complain, right? Because then, you know, just a couple of levels, and then you're like into generally kind of elite territory. And this will help too. So these fights, because momentum is faction-wide, or is it just attached to the faction leader's army? And it doesn't matter what we do, but...
The enemy warriors are
I figured going up to 3 Trebs would be good, since the bigger problem for our armies would be, like, groups of armored spears, and that they were particularly good at dealing with them. And then now they gloriously run right into the Juggernaut fire. And oh man, are they ever about to have a bad time. That's right, because we've got the unbreakable thing on Liu Bei. That's like the reason for running around with Cav Blob, or you know, to punish their archers for existing with a relentless charge. They're braced, and then right as the charge is about to hit, a massive salvo from the Trebs comes in. But this also has the benefit of leveling up the trebuchets manually. You know, if you use your siege weapons in battle, like some people, they auto resolve a lot at the beginning, especially on lower battle difficulties, because it's easier, you take less casualties sometimes. But if you do that, then it like more equally goes across your army, and if you can get like a level 8 Grand Cannon at the beginning, then it can really shoot. Alright, so here we are going to occupy it. Of course we are.
We must lay foundations if we are to rebuild.
Oh no, it's just faction leader's army. Got it. Yeah, so Lady Mi gives 1 faction rate for recruits, and Sun Quan does as well. Lu Jin, of course, doesn't give us any bonuses, but she's our beloved daughter, and she's the daughter of the dragon. You know, she's going to be there. I like how Liu Chong in his portrait there is like very serious, and then on his portrait here, he's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm the Prince of Qin. How's it going?" Just like a really chipper looking guy. Anyone cool in the... Like, how to make it show me if they're brilliant or not. Cowardly, that's not brilliant. Ah, Sayan, the Nightingale. So she's in... After she lost the rebellion thing, now she can join up. I mean, why not take her, right? Why not? We're not gonna like give her a job, but I like the idea of her being in my faction. Jiao-chan gets... Alright, so this way to Night Battle, so that's where we gotta go. It's Inspiring Surge. Alright, so this is the decreasing cooldown one. So she'll do wonderful here for like Guan Yu with his big ol' splash damage thing. Oh. Okay, Heavenly Grace. Negative 100 melee evasion, negative 100 armor and immobilize for 35 meters, 15-second duration. She can only use it once. She can only use it once. Okay. It's still pretty big. Well, we're going to go and get to the night battle anyway. And Flaming Shot for her own retinue, obviously important. Yeah, and then we can get that Strider buff with his next level. For whatever reason, he ends up abandoned recruitment pools pretty often after he used to have some. Maybe it's because they have him set for like faction relations with the other ones, but the bandits don't. You know, like the fondness or whatever. So like if he's unfond of people, then he's neutral towards them because he hasn't like really met them. Maybe because like he's so magnanimous. All right. Well, negative 6K. We got 12 turns of this. We can do that. Anybody can pay for any war for 6 turns. After that, we should be closer to scaling down. We might just scale down Liu Bei's army. Honestly, we might just cut, like, some of the stuff out. I wanted a full stack to, like, go to war, right? Gongsun Da goes to war. Zhang Hong attacks us up here. Zhang Hong. The song, the Z without an H isn't a J sound, right? And Lady Mi and Zhengxiang. The E's aren't, they don't sound like E's, you know. They're more like U's or something. I don't know. Y'all know I don't know anything. I just say a name and I know it's so wrong and like I start scrambling. Like maybe if I start talking about how I know it's not right, no one will notice that I don't know how to talk. You know, that kind of thing. We're gonna have a garrison. Yeah, we're just gonna, you know, we're gonna put good things into the cities when possible. Here, Udu, we're just going to tax collect. Yes. We want to downgrade this city again. Alright, the public order, if we hike the taxes, it's only going to make us 1,500. That would make a few places go into the negatives a little bit. Some of them go into the negatives a lot. But if we just... So I bet we've got like some items that'll just like give people the stuff though. So we'll just check out Lady Mi real quick. Yeah, resolve, but no, we'll give like, yeah, public order faction wide. That'll do a little better anyway. Zhongfei wants final rush. Yes, of course he does. This man's always going under 50% HP. Speaking of, like, where's he even at? Oh yeah, he's like off doing a job or something. He needs to go into the next army we build with our daughter, who, you know, hasn't been in any fights yet. Maybe we'll get her a really nice sword once this elephant catches on to how things are going to be. Alright. So that's that turn, and...
Act quickly upon instinct. Standard stance. Liu Bei approaches.
Yeah, we're just gonna... Yeah, there you go. We're just gonna take it. And no one can stop us.
Strike swiftly.
And of course, they do have Defenders of Earth, and like we don't wanna delegate this, right? No, I mean, what's the worst that'll happen? We'll take a bunch of casualties. It's like 6 troops.
Victory.
Yeah, you know, it beats up our... Oh, wow, yeah, it totally smashes our army up. Well, maybe I should have fought it myself, right?
This belongs to us now.
But yeah. And now, you know, now they're no longer emperors, they're just dudes. Get wrecked. 2 of them are mine. And now his biggest city is A2 strength. Yeah, his, you know, because all of this in the south he's been fighting over and stuff. Yeah, perfect. You know, we're beat up, but the replenishment's still very high. 41%, you know. So we'll be at half strength right now and soon enough to do it. The one that looks like the open lock is the recruitment skill. Oh, okay. It's like I remember taking it and thinking, what a weird icon. And I never read it, you know. I was just like, we needed to do that because we're already on the bottom line and we need to get to the other side sort of thing. I do that a lot. I'm like, yeah, assignments encourage, range block chance. I'm like, range block chance for cavalry? You know, that's how much I read. But I mean, it does go to 85% on the Saber Cav, which is nuts, right? That's very good. We should lean into that. No, So yeah, so we fight a couple more times here. We drop an army to support this, and then we re-recruit Liu Bei's army up here and push forward. I think probably.
Not you again.
Because he's like dealing with the looters and stuff. He's doing his thing. Get a little reform. I'm like, it's kind of late to care about any of this stuff, isn't it? No, this will let us get better garrisons. New base here, and that means it's time to siege.
Strike true.
With our superior forces, you think I'm gonna get trucked on that bad? No way, not me. Not me.
Let rational thought herald victory.
Yeah, exactly, Liu Bei. Let rational thought herald victory. Just let it. Maybe that'll work.
Victory awaits amongst the blossoms.
Let future generations tell of our glory here today.
Dachan just like patiently lets him talk. She's like, yeah, right, what they said. Future generations, great stuff.
Stand ready. Heal yourself.
Ten. Heal yourself.
Prepare. Full attention.
Make ready. Take heed, warriors.
Fire upon them!
Yeah, it doesn't take too many salvos to get... Yeah, it's just like one hit and the fire damage will start ticking up. I'm like, if you guys think I'm just gonna take a bunch of damage here, you're right. But it's not gonna be from these towers. Couldn't be me. Oh, with Liu Bei is another surprise attack. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could, couldn't I? This army's perfectly capable of doing it. Ping and Zhengxiang is a grand excellence. Good. She moves income from vassals. The primary source of income probably. Once we aren't treacherous, right? Whenever that's gonna be. Look, treachery just pays off too good, right?
Ha! Watch their tower crumble! Press the attack! Their gates are destroyed!
Like, yeah, because these... This tower covers the gate, too. That's like... What a construction, right? But, you know, that's good. It's good to have, good defenses. I mean, if you were defending, you would want them to be good. Apparently, making this shot on the arrow tower is very tough. You know, I think they like to make straight ahead shots more. Like we're gonna move the whole trebuchet over there.
Their tower falls! Excellent work!
Because, like, this tower, we shot at it a lot, and it never worked. We're just gonna burn down the whole city, though. Alright, this tower finally was struck, yeah. You know, the straight shot, it's better. The straight-er shot is better.
We have destroyed their tower!
Alright. Now that we've sent a message.
Our men have no ammunition! They cannot fire! To battle! Make haste!
Breaking into walls makes him bigger. Oh, okay. Well, that was good. I was just like... I had Warhammer brain, right?
No mercy! Run! Go, go, go!
She wants to duel me. Very well, I accept.
For the cause!
I mean, she's a sentinel, but I'm Guan Yu. And I am a champion. Oh, she like rides out of the walls to fight him. I love that about her, actually. Kong Yongjing, you do your family proud. But you chose the wrong fight this time. You know, she does have tenacity of steel, which is good. But there's only so much it can do. Onyx Dragons here. Yeah, unfortunately for her, it's real bad. You know, that's the thing. It's like you see a Sentinel and you're like, oh, you've just got a common weapon. Well, you're gonna be brave, and we'll see where that gets you. These Zen Maijin infantry are like in an equal battle. No, the spear guards are losing it. I'm like, how are the spear guards winning that? They aren't, is how.
We have captured their tower.
Yeah, they don't use them in the image agreements for sure. I always forget because I like them so much. I'm like, wait, why are they losing? And they're meant to be able to go into turtle mode. We still need the punch. That's the thing with sieges, you know, you get too patient. Because you got two, because it's 3 trips. Yeah, this is too range heavy in this army, right? Need to drop. I don't know. But the juggernauts aren't good for a siege, right? So that's the other thing. Like, we need a field battle army, maybe. But we don't. I don't know. Sieges are frustrating. Because then you get pulled into this situation and they start, like, you know, actively being smarter than you. And you're like, why? Why is this how things are? They just drag you around, and before you know it, you're like getting hit by archers and towers. You're like, wait, why can't I ever do this? Why am I never smart enough to make this happen? But we need more Protectors of Heaven. Because ye archers are good, but like, you know, what are they doing for us here? By that rationale, do we need 4 units of cavalry? Probably not. Probably 2 would do enough to, you know, countercharge their cav and keep them off, and then a bigger front line would be good, because Protectors of Heaven can win frontline engagements. Liu Bei got unhorsed.
Destroy them! Fill the earth! The men have no ammunition. Draw your weapons! To battle!
Run! Run!
Because it's just like, I'm so stupid. Like, I have all of this stuff out here, but like, what would I do if I brought it in? Like, waste it? You know, the siege would have taken more away from me, but it still feels very discouraging to have a human brain and do this with it over and over again. Like, nice army there. Sure would be a shame if you only used 1/3 of it at a time, moron.
The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
Oh, you can't use the thing because of, because the guy's here. You know, it's lit up, and then as soon as you try to click on it, it stops being lit up, which is just a very frustrating UI. A very frustrating UI choice. No matter what, you go, you're like, oh, it's green. Nope. Nope, it's not, and you're an idiot.
Look, the enemy run.
And we just walk our army in because I'm trash. Like, what a terrible siege. What a bad army. What a bad player. And I tried to click the ability again because my brain is literally like a bowl of pudding. Oh, man. Poor performance indeed. I mean, the army's all here, but that's about as bad as you can do and still
The
win.
pieces fall into place.
He gets 4K for winning it, and then, yeah, we'll just, guess we loot and occupy, yeah, for the money.
Scour the settlements for valuables. For China. Under one banner.
Auto-resolve would have been worse. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, so what have we learned? Look, E-archers are good, but, like... It's just we can never get them back if we get rid of them. Look at like one heavy hitter for frontline engagement. I want to have one. I mean, it's got AP, they have the splash. And just go down to like... like 2 saber cav. We could just go to heavy cav here, but I mean, they're not much more expensive than this. They don't have the ranged block chance, but they do AP damage and smash things. Yeah. Oh, he just got to level 6. I'm like, why wouldn't I have done that in the first place? It wouldn't have let me until we got to level 6. Or the other fight, yeah. So we go here. Bam, this is still, like, a little unbalanced, but now, you know, punchier cav, more of a front line. If we just use the archers properly, however that is, Yanliang and Ganning, you know, they're like riding around here. What are they gonna do? They're gonna like go down the coastline here? Get wrecked, who cares? That's right, because he had to get the Flying Riders because he's not level 6, so he couldn't get the better ones yet. Yeah, we're still... making no money at all, but that's how it is. We don't need to make money to win. You only need to make money to keep playing the game. What? Did you see? Okay, that was just the rendering on the map. Did you see that Kong Rong face move? My man moved like 400 kilometers in a day, just like. And this will deeply get our relationship. It's better to be greedy, yes. We'll let the bandit think that this is where we want to be. Yeah. Oh, and 15% damage for all forces when attacking. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, so it's like he was up here, and maybe he went onto the river, but there's like an obstruction there, so he shouldn't have been able to. But yeah, so he sure walked real far though.
On the march.
We go here, and I'm like, can we go to ambush? No. Guess we don't have enough points.
Embarking.
And then, well, this will keep him on that side of the river. You know, he doesn't want to be here. He didn't want to be in Mati's lands. I mean, Mati doesn't really have enough money to be doing much here, right?
Not you
yeah,
again.
My man's very poor.
I am the warrior worth 1,000.
And here, this army's almost all the way up again, and we just need to start carving through the lands until we leave none alive.
Another knot to my bow.
And obviously, we want to get a couple of
This belongs to us now. Be open to events.
nice things. Like, we're still using archer militia here. I mean, why not, right? Why not? Yeah, we gotta have the momentum. It's necessary. Alright, so he already got his roar thing and that and that. Melee evasion for melee infantry? Yeah. Yeah, five melee evasion for the melee infantry is absolutely what we'll do. Good. And Yuan Shao is now in our lands, in march stance. I don't know what he thinks he's going to get out of this. This army's almost healed up, so we're ready to roll. Guan Yu gets to level 6, which lets him get unstoppable. It might be better to go to God of War, but no, this is better. Oh wait, no, we're not at war with him.
Why must we speak?
He's at war with Kong Rong. I don't need to... I was like, we're gonna punch him in the face. I'm like, wait, no. Wait. He's fighting our enemy. I guess we'll just let him beat up on Kong Rong, right? There's no reason to avoid him.
This will be short.
And this guy declared war against us, so, you know, he's who is going to be honoring me now.
For justice.
Alright, a big battle. What do they have? Bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff. Big infantry. Serious wise, yeah, but if we zoom up and take the Emperor's seat right now, then we win.
I shall face this battle as every other. calmly and righteously.
I shall stride into the fray and rend them asunder.
Okay, what a place. Right, they got the moat thing there. So if we come in this side, then we'll be able to stick like our trebs and such, and they won't have any. Yeah, we'll be able to burn down. Yeah, this is the way to go. This is the superior way to siege this place. So we'll hit there, and then we'll roll the trebs up and be able to shell the inside. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, because this is a way better angle to assault. I've never thought of, like, because I always go over, like, here with, I was like, oh, there's a moat, but this is, like, not a wall. So we can just walk up here once the defenses are down and shell in very beautifully. They have bastard artillery, but they can't place it on the side? Oh, that is very funny. So not only... Oh, yeah, because the trebuchet's over there, so they have to have one of the little crenellations to put it on. So we have accidentally really gotten a better position in here than we deserved. And of course, these trebuchets are going to hit someday. Unless they aren't. Alright, so that's burning now. Are we going to... Okay, so that one's burning now. Alright, now that one's burning down too.
Ha! Watch their tower crumble!
Oh, the gatehouse didn't get popped. Like, it shouldn't take too long. There we go. It should just take one volley. The moat's impassable. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, they won't be able to walk through it because it had the little thing, but yeah. Because it... Oh yeah, it's even got a little fence. Beautiful. The archers aren't shooting at my turtle guys, so maybe on the higher level of difficulty they won't do that anymore. But I seem to remember them doing it on a different run, so maybe it's just whatever's going on here. Battle difficulty won't waste the ammo. Okay, yeah. It's like on normal they did it, and now on hard they won't, which is good. You know, like it. While it felt smart, it didn't feel good. You know, it'd be like, all right, and now we'll move up in turtle. Because also it's like, if I just sit here, then it's objectively correct to let them waste the ammo, and that felt, you know, not perfect, too. We still got plenty of trebuchet ammo, right? I mean, not plenty, but some. That's to make the ammo, which makes it more powerful, yeah. Because often, you know, getting a whole bunch of archer shots into a general as they flee or whatever could be very good. Because, like, these towers shoot into here, so it's like, even when we take the city, if we're trying to take it there, it'll be a problem. But I think we'll just waste a lot of treb ammo doing that. Oh, they don't have fire arrows in this retinue. Well, then we've got to have it. Yeah, so she has the Defenders of Earth, but not like an archer unit, so we don't actually have normal fire arrows, it's just fire trebs. But with 3 of them, that's fine. Now that'll burn down. And then we'll be able to put the trebs like here and like get to work. Because that'll burn down. It's at 100 fire damage, so before long it'll be out of commission. It's like, almost want to take the wall on that side and push in here and make them run around, but... we don't need that anymore. I don't, like, they might reposition the whole way over, but I don't think they're going to reposition towards this. Alright. We swap the trebs around. We just have to remember we can't go any further over in that direction or we'll get popped. Alright. And now, because they're firing at will, which we don't particularly need them to do here. Alright, so what do we want to get first? Well, you know, they can just throw in, you know, maybe the fire damage is good, you know, maybe just keep on burning down the insides. But we do, because it's explosive damage too, which might be better. Yeah, you know, if there's a way to turn battle difficulty up in Warhammer and then make them not want to shoot your general, like, I think we would take that. This angle is actually totally fine for the trebs. You know, they still have some ammo, and they can get in beautifully here with this arc. Love it.
The men have no ammunition. Draw your weapons!
You know, they've come out in front of the gatehouse, which is very nice because, well... Now, we don't have to worry about getting inside and fighting the spears. We can charge in and fight them anyway. Yeah, great. Perfect.
Look, the enemy run.
But, you know, once we get them in this blob with the glaives fighting in the front... You know, camp crushers, which are very far away, but they'll get there eventually. And the archers, yeah. Our archers, actually, the defenders of Earth are going to do beautifully here. No, they won't. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We're getting shelled. We needed... You know, we failed to think of how that would work. Their archers moved to the middle. But the good news is the glaives are fighting in the middle, and because glaives are worth so many of these guys, we'll be fine. And they just did the weakening of our forces thing, but we did our splash attack, and now we'll walk back out. Oh yeah, no, they've really weakened our forces, huh? Fortunately, the Defenders of Earth do really good at mass groups of guys. Even in this setting, I think they're probably doing fine. Yeah. Yeah, we see the damage raining in. I think the Defenders of Earth are actually very, very good for this specific setting. Even with half of their shots dropping on... You know, to nothingness. Let's take them off of fire at will and skirmish mode. I'm like, no, we don't have a way to get them up onto the wall. And now we've helpfully used the last of our ammo shelling these archers. You know, that's a choice. Now here in the front, the camp crushers have finally showed up. Guan Yu's gonna do a splash thing. And with him in melee now, he'll do that thing where he causes terror. So that actually could help out a good bit. We'll get her under there so that it induces that ability to come off cooldown more often. Yeah, because we need to get rid of him, and then, you know, like, once we... Yeah, so Dao Chan can hang out. And that will let us get our ability more often. Oh, she went berserk now. So she came in to do all of, you know, 500 damage. So that'll be good. You know, we'll just pull back a little bit and let her run into the glaives, right? Oh, yeah, she used her big ability. We definitely... Would be nice to get her off of the field for that reason. Guan Yu did get unhorsed, which makes him fine against, like, the anti-large potential, but... Because he's just gonna go in, do his splash attack, start getting the work done, right? And then the terror route is going to chain and make a lot of these guys break. Yeah. Yeah, it is. We just need to be careful with his HP. We don't want him to get overextended here, right? Splash is way better on foot. Nice. Yeah. And, you know, being on foot in this setting is obviously better. Yeah, with Yao Chan around to make this cooldown happen significantly faster too, this grind isn't going to be so grindy.
Show no mercy.
Protectors of heaven!
At the ready!
Charge!
And we just walk right back through. Because, of course, the inside of this gate is,
Of heaven,
you know, just misery. It's just misery. But,
heal yourself. Show fury.
you know, when we turn around, when we get our Binding Fury back online, Guan Yu's like, hey, make way, make way. You're going to want to see this, guys. You're going to be real impressed whenever I show up for this. And then he lays it down. Boom, baby.
To battle.
To attention! Double time!
Prepare. Issue formation. Run. Take your positions.
Maybe we go to shield wall, and then at like 70% they'll still shoot at us.
Fight. Go. Move out quickly.
Yep, that's the key. You go to shield wall, you get 70% missile block. It's not 100, and then you can get them to sink in their shots there.
The time has come. Hey. Feel the earth. Power.
Guan Yu is surrounded by enemies. It's a target-rich environment.
Move. Move. Move.
But we need to get him out of there a little bit. Because, you know, we don't want him to get him... He doesn't want to be too target-rich, right? What a slog. What a slog.
Show them.
You know, if we were smarter, this would have been better quicker. But as we do this now, this is the way, right? You shield wall the spear guards, 70% missile block,
Take heed, warriors.
and then they can just soak in all of these shots, you know, and before too long they'll be out of ammo, and then we can move our guys up. You know, by the time this pays off.
Strike them down.
Oh yeah, there's the blob route Indian. I'm like, by the time this pays off, we'll probably be in fine shape.
Attack!
The time has come!
Liu Bei, get out of there.
Do not relent. Feel the earth. Power.
Guan Yu drops the base again.
Raven.
And there's a blob route again. You know, that terror route, there's not a lot of terror in this game, is there? You know, and so, man, oh man, does it ever work out, whatever it works. We're down to 12k HP, not perfect.
Make ready.
Take heed, warriors! At the ready! Onward!
Stand ready. Faster. Run. Run.
But that strategist is running out the front. And now, of course, these blobs, that's a lot of shattered units that we're not going to have to see again.
Unleash fury. Attack.
Stand ready!
Attack.
Attack! Move back, quickly!
Feel the earth. Power. Feel the earth.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Boom, baby. If only we had that God of War ability.
Double time.
That's right, you saw it. Our guys are about to get out of the gate.
Looms large.
Attack, defenders!
March quickly!
To attention, spearmen. Prepare. Move up quickly. Fight.
What a big hero.
Hurry. Move.
Yeah, the shield wall on the spear guards, you know,
Look! The enemy runs!
the enemy is smarter, but they're not smart. And this is good because you can get, you know, sure, they'll kill 15 or 20 spear guards, but when you consider they would otherwise be shooting at protectors of heaven and actually stymieing your advance, Not so bad, is it? And with that, we start pushing into the land proper. Liu Bei running around on his horse. Guan Yu running around on his feet. And everything is great.
The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
I'm like, we're gonna army loss him soon. Yeah. That was like a fresh unit of spears from the other side. We just needed to punch him. Oh, Diao Chen ended up getting mixed up in some combat and getting low, but yeah. You know, worked wonderfully.
War has long ravaged your lands.
Yeah.
Taking its toll
Justice
on
has
your
shown us the way. The goods will be better managed.
It's like, yeah, we just need the
under my
money.
rule.
Garrison, good. Character experience, yeah, fine, you know.
For reunification.
All right. Like, do you just get on a boat here? Do you just get on a boat and, like, zoom up the coastline and do it?
This will be short.
Alright, so he doesn't even want peace. Well, I guess we're gonna have to keep on busting him up. The Vanguard Spearmen are the power corrupt Shen Royal Guard. Ah, yeah. I was like, they've got crossbows, right? Yeah, armor piercing. They've got shields. They've got armor piercing attacks. Armed, armored, evasive, shielded. At least they only have 9 shots. Well, there. I'm sure, you know, somebody else that was a more cunning fellow would have more. Oh, he's just using like a captain guy. Well, I guess that's fine, you know, because it lets him get more armies or whatever. But, you know, good for him. After all, he's not the emperor. He's just a loyal servant. We'll see how that works out for him in the long run. Because everybody's, like, perfectly happy now. They have no choice. No, some of them aren't. Some of them are slightly less than perfectly happy. But she's perfectly happy, and that's fine. That's what we're looking for.
For your contemplation.
They offer us peace on behalf of this guy. Well, we will accept it. This doesn't count as peace with them. Or, like, a treaty with them. Well, even if it did, so what, right?
We are finished here.
We'll take the peace with them. And then... Because, I mean, what does it hurt? You know, we get rid of that war. And then we'll just swing up. I mean, anyway, and even if we were treacherous or whatever, like, we already got a 45 tretch hit for this vassalization, so doing things smarter is totally worth it. Alright. This army's good. We need to get some momentum going, right?
Lay them low. No. As one. This will fare me well. This shows much potential.
Marvelous! Zhao Yun has saved our wife and child. What a nice guy. He's never done that for anyone before. This is the first time he saved my wife and child. No doubt it was the bouncing baby girl, Lu Lishu. Man, I wish Lu Wan was older so we could give her the elephant. I mean, Lu Ji could get the elephant, right, but she's like a sentinel, so an elephant is better on a strategist. They can sit up higher and see more of the battlefield, you know. It's logical. Alright, so Liu Bei here now. We either march up to do... I mean, yeah, that's fine, right? We can just pop this army. But if we just go across and do this, I mean, that's better, because... That's just a little minor thing. We could just raise, like...
Deflect with shield.
Just a very minor force to defend here. And Gao Shun, who, you know, has been loyal to the family through ages, and then, you know, this guy's still on assignment, and then we could just get, you know, just like the barest of bones of armies. Sayan, yeah.
When drawing a bow, hold the breath.
And then we'll get, you know, a Treb there. And just swap out the, there, and this will be enough to just like hold, right? Because this little army plus whatever garrison is here, plus like, you know, this dude who's a fighter. You should get flying riders and camp crushers. All right, so oh, he gets a negative 35% upkeep for those and negative 20% retinue upkeep in general. Wow, and he's unbreakable. Wow, that's pretty good. Morale for melee cavalry in his own army. Nice.
I answer your request. You beckon?
And those are just like a... Wow, look how cheap his retinue is. Oh my god. It's like, it's essentially, because he gets the discounts from other stacking buffs, I guess, but yeah, that's You know, 80 for camp crushers? Yes, please. Alright, so here we need to... Yeah, what a good army to have in, because, you know, you can get heavy cataphracts for basically the price of normal trash that stuff, but I mean, like, essentially free flying riders. That's the way to go. And then we'll get one more camp crusher, you know, for a little bit more punch. Now, we have 10 turns to pay for this army. We don't need this mounted Lancer militia here. We have 10 turns to pay for our armies, or win the game, or we run out of money. But every time we win some fights with Liu Bei, or Liu Bei, or over here, you know, we're going to make money off of it. So there's that. Now, if we try to cross the river, we will not get them. Do we try to do it anyway? Yes.
Focus your rage!
Alright, so that moved us into the swamplands. You know, this is the worst part of the whole map to try to fight on. At least we're keeping them at bay.
Be open to events.
And Sun Si, who can not really afford any of this, is all here. Sun Rin is with him. My girl. My girl. The little conqueror. I want that bow. I want that bow. Liu Bei's gotta move. Yes. Alright, so this can lock down this side now. So now we want to move up here and pierce through to attack that part of the Empire. And it occurs to me, we could even just, like, spin the momentum and just annex out if it was, like, going to be a crazy tough fight, which would be an hysterically funny end to it. You know, they have a huge army in there, and you just send up a, Suburban Sun Rins. Right, but they always steal it from when she's a child, which is cheating. Right, because they should have to wait. They should have to wait until she grows up to steal her weapon. Like, I feel like I always get that from someone in Wu that's not her. Like, I feel like I've executed Sun Xuan for it in the past. You know, we've only done a couple of runs ever, so it had to have been one of them. But yeah, alright, so this army's fine. You know, we need better armor for her, but it's actually hard to get better armor. The best armor in the game is always somebody's unique armor, so it's like, you know, you want to power up your family, you know, instead of just, like, pushing somebody else to it. Well, you're going to pay for that. With suffering. Oh, and with the titles thing, we can pay them stuff to... Oh, and they're... Oh, okay, wow. Oh, wow, there's so much stuff. Oh, you can make it no desire for higher office, which is nice. And these you unlock by doing your things, which I wouldn't have even identified in the past. I had been thinking, like, wouldn't it be nice if we unlocked certain abilities here? General of the right for retinue upkeep. Yao Shun, General of the Right. Huzzah. 18 upkeep flying riders. 66 upkeep camp crushers. Gotta love it. Got to love it.
I hope all is well.
We need better armor for her. That makes her look too smart. We want armor that makes her look punchy. She's not the smart daughter. She's the smasher. She's the daughter of the dragon. We should actually put that one with someone with an expensive army. You know, that does make sense. We've already awarded it, though. Oh, Earth Dragons. You can give them immune to scare. You can give them terror which maybe we should make him that, you know? Give him Enable Terror. Two vanguards as an army, just silly, yeah. You can get poison arrows for your own retinue, ignore forest penalties. I think we give him Blood Dragon, you know, just give him Terror. I think that's good. Alright, yeah, cool. And we can just get poison arrows, and that'll, yeah, master the hunt, and then we'll be able to do all sorts of interesting stuff. Hooray! Now I've learned about another game mechanic. There's a lot of them, huh? Alright. We've got 9 or 10 turns before we get any further. Sun Sea just moves up there. I mean, okay, buddy. I don't know what you think is going to happen there, but okay. This lady in the mountains does not have enough forces to do this. Scouching, where do you live, buddy? Where do you even live, bro? Yeah, offers us a... Oh, that's right. We could take mercenary contracts even though we're the Emperor still. That's funny. You know, this campaign, it's like, they give you so many tools for power. Without your advice, though, I probably wouldn't have been able to pull it out, just because, you know, there's some stuff that doesn't logically occur to me, and he can't get away.
Put them down.
And they can't get away. We could have night battled it, I guess, but we'll fight him in the daytime. Anybody want to brawl? No? Anybody want to duel the Sentinel Zhanglao? The Dragon of the Earth? They do want to duel. Very well, I accept.
You must defeat them.
Look, we're very brave. I'm sure she's a fine fighter, but we just knocked her off of the horse. No, she knocked us off of the horse. But yeah, we're gonna drop this down, and yeah, you know, she's gonna lose this fight real quick. We're gonna shell them. Sunren's a sniper on a duelist, yeah, and they don't even give her a bow, right? She's got a warglaive, you know. Our danger now is in our trebuchet shooting at these Handmaid Guard. Oh, those are her unique build guys, so I'm like... Oh, they have Ward. If they have him around. Alright, do you want a duel? No? Well, you know what happens next, buddy. We Dragon's Gaze here, keep the Handmaid Guard from cycle charging us. And we left him there in the middle of all of them. Jin Sword Guard's getting shot up, that's alright. Oh yeah, I'm like, he's getting beat up. He's not, he's still fine. And now it is time for the roar. And that's just brutal stuff, right? You just are like, oh, you finally got your army into position, and then you just nuke them and shatter them.
What cowards!
Brutal stuff. And we just ride him down with Liu Bei as he's trying to run. Get wrecked. They were no match. That's the thing about the computer, though, is like when you have really good movement, in like basically every Total War game that I've played, you know, the 3 of them, if you have almost like to the max movement that's possible, they can't do anything because any move they make just doesn't work because you can catch them. Once you can move, like, almost march stance distance, you can catch them. Hey, we get the Cinnabar Red Bow. Good, good. And now we will maintain the momentum. Of course we will. And, you know, we're not gonna defeat Sun Quan, you know, that's a shame. But we get 3 kingdoms for the prestige, which, of course, doesn't matter. We're already the most prestigious, but that's okay. We get it. But we get melee damage there, 100% range damage from Sun Ren, but, you know. Yeah, we grabbed Sun Quan a while ago. He had no choice but to marry our daughter. And, you know, life's been good for him ever since. So, you know, if you think about it, it's everybody else who made a mistake.
Liu Bei serves himself. Kill them all.
They tried to run there. We delegate here. Boom.
This will fare me
Because
well.
when they run, too, you just maintain momentum, and then it's fine. Like, you don't even have to worry about how big these areas are. So you can move from all the way over here through the whole mountains because they give you a little tie up there, and then we will hit this attack.
Leave none alive. Another notch
And that's
to my
3 battles in a turn. Oh, you get an achievement for that. Multi-kill. I guess it was the first time that we made that happen. Hey, pretty guys, how are you?
This belongs to us now.
Alright, alright. Well, this belongs to us now. Sun Tzu has, you know... Alright, so he will accept peace at this point. But not confederation. Or vassalization. Well, you know, we're not gonna leave until this is sorted out. I mean, peace is hardly peace, right?
With heaven. The pieces fall into place.
Yes, the pieces fall into place. So we loot and occupy. The money's not that important. It's important, though.
The goods will be
Any money we
better
get will matter.
under my rule.
Because even building this stuff, you only spend like half of it on it. So you still end up a little bit, and, you know, downgrades and I'm not sure if it's better to not do it, but, you know, we're not going to find out either. If we drop one of the Juggernauts for another Defender of Earth, and then we drop 2 Spear Guards for 2 more Protectors of Heaven. Yeah. Because, like, the Juggernaut thing, look, 2 of them, I'm never going to get 2 of them working, but 1 of them, I might be able to do 1 of them. Alright, so... You say, wow, Birdie Guy? Why? What's up? We can move in here and attack Hedong.
Strike true.
Attack for vassals, yes, we must do that.
The people's voice cannot be silenced. We will bring righteousness to this settlement.
Negative 40. Nope. But Weion's about to start pushing him back there. And then we might be able to... I mean, this dude, though, is a bandit. He's not going to be, like, a reliable vassal.
Our patience
But
is
Xifeng, who is not... You know, really... Well, you know, he's noble, but... If I support your independence... And coerce you. Okay, yeah. So you could do the coerce thing for a huge amount of a swing. So even if somebody didn't want to do it, with the coerce button, we can get a lot further. Because that's like a 30-point thing. So if we had the hand down to, you know, 20, and then we could give them a thing and whatever, and then we could demand their abdication, theoretically.
Under one banner.
With the iron fist of coercion. But, you know, once we run up and take the commandery, it won't matter. You can coerce the Confederation. Yeah, because that would be, you know, pretty good.
I must stoop
Like, this guy
low
wouldn't
to
want to
your
do it, but if we say
mutterings.
Confederate, and that's negative 115. But yeah, so you could just, yeah, you wouldn't be able to get it through all of that, but you could get somewhere closer to it. I'm like, can I give him stuff? No, because it won't let you give him stuff to Confederate. It's a little more sensible than that. We're just going to move in here. And our beloved daughter is going to crunch this place. Oh no, we have to do the fight ourselves. My goodness, well, you know. Well, we'll see how this goes.
We can defeat any adversary, so long as we persist.
Together, we shall forge a path to victory.
Let our enemies fall, as leaves from the branch.
Now, let us fight for a stable...
Yes, for a stable, unified China. That's what I want. Okay, so it is a minor settlement battle, though. Oh, we don't even have fire shot. Wow. That's rough. Alright, so in conclusion, how do we do this? We don't even have fire shot. We can just let the artillery hit people and then charge in and fight. It seems dumb, that doesn't mean it won't work. No, but because those cover this way, so we don't Yes, this is very bad indeed. We're gonna take a lot of damage here, if we even win. I guess we don't even try to hit the towers because we won't be able to knock them down, and we just try to start hitting the spear guards. Because the spear guards are the biggest problem. They have a lot of archers in here, and that will be easy enough for us to deal with. They're in loose formation, but now they're not in loose formation, and we hit them again, and they go back to loose formation. You know, that's the way of the world, right? So they only do it after they receive the artillery, so, you know, we can... But if we just move the cav around this side and then just tank a whole ton of archer damage getting in. Can go all the way over here. Your favorite thing about this game, Dora, is not fearing my friend is first game. Yeah, I totally agree. It's like, as long as you don't get your general executed for losing a battle, like, it's okay. It's okay if something gets absolutely mauled. Like, it's okay if your elephant gets hit, you know? You're gonna be fine. So we charge straight in because there aren't any spears on this side, which makes it safe. Because we know that our people are better at fighting, and yes, we're going to have our daughter duel this Zhangba guy, who's of equal strength. Oh, we don't have a very good weapon. We're gonna do it anyway. We're a sentinel after all. And Liu Bei's daughter. And now we control the towers. Zhangba is the guy you want, is Yanshou. Oh, he can target any amount of times, so this is a heal over time mending buff that can target other people, maybe himself. But, you know, she doesn't even have, like, tenacity of steel, so she might lose this fight. You know, whatever. If she does, she does.
Look! The enemy run! Craven!
Nothing can harm me.
Do not relent! Fight!
Steel yourselves.
But now we've got them sandwiched, right? They have some spears, but they're embroiled in combat here. And it's not really going to be able to receive this cavalry charge as well as they would want. Liu Ji is fighting this fight. Might be winning, might not, you know. She's got a worse stat line, does worse damage. But, you know. Small area of heal 3 uses. But you know, maybe she'll win.
Our general is losing.
Nope,
He should
maybe
retreat.
she'll lose.
Swords drawn! Stand ready! Destroy them! Take heed, warriors! Hurry!
Well, we know her father is just gonna mock her in the event that she loses on the battlefield here.
Kill them!
Yep. The heir falls in battle.
One of our generals!
Not a very good fighter. You know, this was her first test, and she failed.
Fight!
Couldn't even beat a green hero.
Unleash fury!
Pathetic.
At the ready! Attack! Ready! You are weak! Strike!
I bet Gao Shun would have won the duel.
Horses! Make ready! Protectors of heaven! Steel yourselves! Move, move! March as a double! Horsemen! To battle! Move out quickly! Protectors of heaven! Prepare! Run! Charge! Show no mercy!
Make haste!
Steel yourselves! Cavalry! Outpost! Make ready! Charge! Prepare!
Indeed. Everybody knows Sentinels are great at chance. It's like the third lesson I learned about this game after Which Way's Up. Now, I didn't always believe it, and I have blundered, but every time I duel a purple character and I lose, I think, you shouldn't have done that. Everybody knows purple's the best.
Protectors of heaven! Take heed, warriors! The time has come!
The time has come!
Strike!
We should army loss him here, I think. I think this little bit of morale shock with the charge and all, with the shock cavalry coming from behind, should army loss their forces. But this strategist is still being very annoying.
Ready! Attack! Kill them! Move, move! Make ready! To battle! Cavalry, stand ready! Protectors of heaven!
At the ready!
Stand ready!
At least I thought we were about to army loss him. Apparently, we are not. Probably has something to do with our commander dying. Shameful. Pathetic. Wait until her father hears about this. Just be like, why didn't you give me the good axes? Be like, you can wear the good axes whenever you earn them.
Celebrate! Our victory was just! This belongs to us now!
The warrior makes a weapon, not the other way. Especially while having all the while having the best horse, the best gear, the best everything. He's like, you know, really, it's all about what you do with it. Shut up, Lou. Shut up. Shut up. We can't afford to make this army any better. We don't need to make it any better, and we can't afford to make it any better. We can't afford to get flaming shot, though, so that's good. That's very good
Your
indeed.
arrival is welcome,
We can get,
my
like,
lord.
some more archer militia, I guess, because they can still, like, burn things down. Negative 8k. Man, oh man, that's rough. I guess we're paying a ton of salary to these people that we're not using. Well, not that much salary to them. 1,400 to this person? Oh, they're in a garrison? But where? Oh, right there.
My lord?
The helmet. A garrison general, because they're garrisoned here. Okay. What? No, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. What the It doesn't... I wasn't anywhere near there. Why would it make her the prime minister? Why would it ever do that? It doesn't make sense. I clicked on her on the bottom and I hate this so much. It makes me so mad. It makes me want to scream. I don't want to play this game anymore. Anyway, I didn't. There's no way I did that. It doesn't make sense. How could I have done it? I didn't move up there. Anyway, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I don't want to play this game anymore. I will, yeah, that's it for this session. We'll be back later today to play something else. I'm gonna go, like, burn down a whole planet to change the way that I feel about this game, letting me move people into the Prime Minister position. There should be, like, a time-delayed checkbox for changing the people that run my stuff. It shouldn't be Anyway, it makes me really mad. It makes me really, really mad. And so I'm gonna get off of here before I start ranting. See you, Luke. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry that, the end went this way. Yeah, yeah, I'm done. Anyway, see you guys.